What's up, y'all? We're Northern National, and we're hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
What's up?
Last night was fucking awesome.
Hell yes.
But I'm still disappointed you didn't play Dallas.
No, we did not.
And I was still disappointed you didn't play Chemical.
Dude, Chemical, we should have done Chemical. Honestly, hindsight, we really should have, because every time we play that one, man, people start bouncing and going crazy.
Yeah.
It's like one of those, it's kind of like every time we do it, I'm always like, let's make it like a punk rock show and start jumping up and down. And people are like, okay, I don't know what punk rock show is. I'm like, God damn it. Okay. But no, last night was great, man.
Yeah. That was a great first LA show for you guys. For those that are not familiar, these guys are from Texas. Yep. You guys are currently in LA right now. Promoting your D.A.R.K EP. You guys went into the studio with Dwight Baker for this record. What was that collaboration like with Dwight, and what was it about Dwight that you guys wanted to work with him?
I mean, honestly, it's one of those things where it's with Dwight, he's a super blunt guy, but that's what we need when we're working with somebody. Like, Rossi needs someone to tell him, like, no, you're an idiot, don't do that. Or, like, that was stupid. Like, go rewrite that. The first time we were writing on the D.A.R.K record, we brought in a song that we thought was amazing, and he bolded, like, 2 lines. And we were like, oh, my God, so these are lines we need to change. Like, no, those are the only good lines in the entire song. Yeah, that was our first take of Slow Down.
Damn.
And it took us like 13 takes to get it where it is now, but it made the song better and pushed us as writers. So Dwight's that kind of guy, and for us, being the assholes we are, we need someone who's an asshole back to us, and it's the best thing in the world. We love working with him.
Now this was the first EP that you guys all came together and worked on it, and then for you, Ross, this was the first one that you really focused more on the lyrics. Yeah. So as a cumulative effort, did you feel that chemistry in creating this EP was just natural between all of you guys?
Hell yeah, man. I think, especially with the D.A.R.K EP, because, the New Age, we had worked on it together, but it was more Connie and I had brought these songs to these guys, and then we went with it. Well, with D.A.R.K, it was just I don't know, it was the first time that we all sat down together and really, focused on what we were doing, and it wasn't hard. That was the cool part, was that it really wasn't hard at all to do. Everything just kind of started coming together really nicely. Yeah. And like Connie said, Dwight made me kind of go in and really focus on the lyrics and focus on the meaning behind it, because he was like, I know you don't do most of the writing. I know that you do it together, but Rossi, you have to take the brunt of it and go with it. Yeah. And so, and whenever we would take songs to him and he was like, nah, dude, this isn't there. It wasn't ever changing the meaning of the songs. It was just finding better ways of saying it and stuff. And so, and that's where these guys helped me out a ton, because I was like, I'm trying to figure out how the hell to say this. And they're just like, it's popcorn. I'm like, oh my God, yeah, it is popcorn. But that's a horrible example. But I don't know. Honestly, man, I saw that rock over there and I was thinking rock, but I don't know. But
it's like the off. I mean, not the Office. The Anchorman. Just saying whatever you see every single time.
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding.
Back to that. So, with this time, since he kind of stepped in to do more of the writing, for you being back a vocalist as well, did you feel that kind of challenge you? Was that easier for you this time because you guys were collaborating on the writing?
I would say that, because I had written lyrics for a long time, but to really be pushed to write as a group and then write with Dwight kind of overseeing and being like, that sounds like a Hallmark card, or go back, read that out loud. How's that really sound? I'd have outside perspective, and then for all of us basically to bounce the ideas off of each other, because it's just us sitting in a room basically spitting out ideas, and it's like, does this sound good? Does this work well together? And it was amazing for me because I had never really written lyrics like that, where all of D.A.R.K and all the 3 songs that we haven't released yet are all us. Each of us have written individual lines, individual parts, and I think it made it mean a lot more to all of us, and it translates well, I think, for the fans to really just something to connect with, because that's what we try to do, is just make it to where anybody can listen to this, anybody can connect with it, and just take a piece of it or take the whole thing, whatever it may be. Yeah, it was certainly a great experience, though, that's for sure. And he's pushed us as musicians as well. I know he pushed Anthony to think of his drum approach totally differently, which opened up a lot of doors for us. And the first time around, I mean, we had to rewrite Slow Down 13 times, probably something like that, but the second time around, it was a lot easier. We knew what to expect. We knew how each other kind of worked, and we each kind of pick up the slack for each other where we may lack, that type of stuff. So it's just a great team effort, really, and it's turned out great. I mean, I just can't wait to record more, really. That's where I'm at now.
What was your experience with the drums, Anthony?
Really, Dwight definitely made me try and think outside the box. One of his one of the kind of suggestions he made was, imagine you didn't have any cymbals. What would you play? So from there, it allowed me to think of really just the beat more than anything and make sure it was obviously not overplaying too. 'Cause sometimes when you're using a lot of cymbals, it can kind of drown out the rest of the band and things of that nature. So it helped me definitely think outside the box and really make sure that I was making something that was great, really. And he's a drummer too. Oh, that's primarily, yeah. So he had I trusted his opinion, especially when it came to the drums. So even though he said drums were the least important thing,
He definitely said that.
Well, at least it came from a drummer and not just from someone that doesn't know anything about drums.
Exactly. Yeah. No, and yeah, he definitely pushed all of us, especially for every aspect of the instruments and even vocals. So it's great working with him. We hope to continue to work with him in the future.
Now, this new EP, it was a different sound for you guys. You guys changed it up a little bit this time around. What was the reason behind the change up? And did that transition feel kind of organic, or did it feel like you guys kind of struggled with it?
I'll take this one. I think it's one of them where we had a guitarist who we loved to death be part of the band for the first few months when we started. Yeah. And we toured with him. We love him. And then so we were more guitar heavy at the beginning. But I think it was just kind of our natural go-to. Like, we need a guitarist. We need to do this. And when he moved and we split ways with him, we decided to move forward as a four-piece. And as a four-piece, we have a drummer, a bassist who also plays guitar, a rhythm guitarist, and a singer who's incredible at melodies, and then a synth player. So
it was okay. He's all right.
Yeah, the synth player's But, let's make it based on what we have instead of trying to follow up aspects. And we'll add in guitar here and there for songs, and we want to add in more rhythmic lines going forward with our stuff. Guitar's still a big part of what we want to do live, but we had the bass and the synth and the drums and the beat and the bass, and I think it opened up the door for us lyrically and also opened up the door melodically, and Rossi as a singer to focus more on his voice, which I think is a huge thing for us as a band. It's really shaped the way we're moving forward as well, which we're really pumped about.
Now, Rossi, do you feel like this is the new sound for you guys, or do you guys are still trying to figure that one out?
I think it's always changing, music. That's the thing. If you're not constantly trying to push yourself to other kind of facets, other musical influences within your stuff, you're gonna get stagnant. You're gonna not give people something new and something interesting. So I think the basis of it, though, whenever I write, when I start writing a song, I hear melodies in my head, it's always based off of the drums and the bass. I hear those first and foremost out of anything. And so that's why I don't think we'll change from that aspect. We'll always have very heavy, hitting drums and very in-your-face bass and stuff like that. But yeah, I'd like to throw in some more guitar riffs and stuff back into it, maybe with the newer stuff. But where it's at right now, I'm incredibly happy with how it turned out, man.
Right. So as we're talking about new stuff, you guys have been recording new material. What are the plans for this new material? And where do you guys feel the mindset is for this new material?
I think with the new music, it's something where we're finding more and more who we are. We are kind of taking the different lanes to where we know what we do, what we want to create going forward, and the new music is just very us. Even more so than the D.A.R.K EP is. I think it's just being more honest lyrically, being more open to what we want to say, realizing that, writing as a four-piece. We went back in with Dwight to record 3 new songs, and this last summer, and it'll be coming out 2019. And those songs it was just a awesome process, but one that we felt really comfortable with because we're going back. This is the first time we ever went back with the same producer and the same writers to do it again. And we're just going to continue doing that. The songs we have coming out, you have 3 different feels, but they're also some of the most unique sounding us music that you'll have. You have an anthem, you have a indie rock pop track, and then you have a more of a slow down track that talks about anxiety, which is a huge thing for all of us in the band. So it's what we're dealing with, what we're going through, and as we grow, we're going to write whatever that comes with and have that bass. And it's been fun. We're really pumped for the new stuff.
So what's next for you guys right now? You guys are currently in LA doing some promo. What else can we expect for 2018 for the band?
Dylan.
So we did get it confirmed. We're going to play it on December 30th at Granada in Dallas. We're going to headline that with some other great local bands. I mean, my goal personally for us is we have like a little bit of downtime. We have a couple out of town dates coming up next month, but my focus is really for us to continue writing, get some stuff ready, basically to record in 2019, and just kind of, get it set up, ladder it to where we already have new stuff ready to record by the time we're releasing the new 3 songs. So that's it for sure. I mean, always looking forward, always looking for more shows, that's for sure. But I don't know, I'm really excited. And just from the show last night, I mean, we made so many good connections, just so many different people we've met. It's just been exponentially getting better and better. So we just have to keep driving, keep writing, and really just kind of see where it takes us, It's kind of the great unknown. I'm excited, though. Very excited.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for hanging out with me. You guys be sure to check out Northern National. Their EP, D.A.R.K, is out now. Check it out on Spotify, anywhere you check your music out. Thanks for watching on Front Row Live. Don't forget, click that subscribe button.